starting to connect with punches.
He lost his second fight to Lee Holmes in Wales, to Dazzo Williams, but that was close. To Andy Morris, to Stephen Foster Jr. and to Derry Matthews in another controversial one. He's never been beaten easily, John Simpson. Paul Appleby says, this will be easy and I'll stop him.
He's come out to do a little bit more work. Appleby, he needed to. He's just struggling to get his jab on and needs to get a little bit closer.
Accuracy from Simpson with the right hand. Just in his last outing against Ferenc Jarbo, Appleby elected to trade and got involved. Might be wary about doing that again. Obviously likes a brawl as well as showcasing his skills.
But we're expecting him to be a lot sharper on this occasion. He's fighting for his first major title. Concentration will be really on point. It wasn't against Zarba, who was just a journeyman. This is a much bigger step.
But Glenn, as you pointed out when we looked at the records beforehand, almost everyone has been a journeyman that Appleby's fought.
Yeah, he's had 11 fights, 11 wins, all learning fights. This is his first big challenge.
He's getting in close, Appleby.
Well, he sees that he's losing the test of the jabs. He knows he's got to force the fight a little bit, Appleby. Try and just rough Simpson out of it a bit. Simpson just keeping his shape better and with a better style so far.
Always had a pretty good chin. John Simpson was floored briefly by the tricky Youssef Al-Hamidi last time out in December. He's been solid and stubborn. She's got that style that he's difficult to catch that cleanly.
Just took Simpson out of his rhythm a little bit in this round. Appleby just by upping the pace.
Yeah, a bit more from Appleby with the jab and the body shot there. This is better from the man from South Queensferry.
Simpson fires back with good body shots, but Appleby's trying to land with that left hook.
Yep, bursts of tasty action for the fans that have come to support the pair. Let's go. Paul Appleby's made the journey over, and he intends to rip this British featherweight crown from the waist of John Simpson. Simpson in the third defence of his title that he took from Andy Morris, and if he retains it, he gets the Lonsdale belt to keep. And plenty of people think he deserves that, but Appleby wants it. And there's been a slight improvement in his work.
Yeah, we just upped the tempo a little bit, showing that he wants it. You know, he's very, very hungry, Appleby. And he's got to try and get Simpson out of his stride. He just started boxing quite well in the second round.
Good body shot from Appleby, who only turned pro in January 2006. And last year was working on a building site. Now a full-time pro, dedicated, and his promoter Tommy Gilmore says with a glint in his eye and his confidence he could become a real little gem for Scottish boxing. Good work from Simpson. Might just outman him tonight, might he, Simpson?
Yeah, the experience could be telling, couldn't it? At the moment, you know, the technique of Simpson's good. Every time Appleby throws a jab, Simpson comes back with a quick right hand and finds Appleby open. Appleby needs to double up on the jab.
It's a touch haphazard at the moment from Appleby. Just keeping his composure, Simpson. Waiting for things to happen. Sensible, He's been at 12 rounds 4 times already.
Better punches from Appleby in that exchange, just rugging the head back of Simpson, who's just forgetting to use his jab, needs to get more accurate with that punch.
Yeah, that jab that was working well in the first couple of rounds. Just less of it here. Concentration etched on the face of Appleby.
Well, I think Simpson would like to box at his own pace, and Appleby's not allowing him to do that. He's rushing him, and Appleby's thinking about defense and not getting his shots off.
Yeah, that's a good point, Glenn. I think he is just trying to smother Simpson. Try and work the angles, let his punches flow.
Yeah, again, it's Simpson who's being defensive, Appleby on the attack.
And more work from Appleby, not much more. These rounds are close, but it might into a battle of wills and ambition and stamina and all that. And the question mark still hanging over the head of Paul Appleby. And the gold trunks and the white of John Simpson, who's been there and done it. And this is Appleby's stage to perform. And what you've seen so far, is he capable enough of taking the title home? Good right hand.
Well, he looks fired up, doesn't he? You know, he looks as if passion will drive him to it, you know, but Simpson's a quality performer, you know, and he's got an old head. He's only 24, you know, so it's on young shoulders. But it's all there to fight for at the moment. Appleby just doing a little bit more work for me.
Be more active as well, Paul Appleby. Simpson hasn't fought for 6 months. Good right hand there from Appleby, who's already proving he can compete at British level. Big leap up. And at the moment, he's taking full advantage of it. Victor Lachlan making it an all-Scottish affair in that. The excellent man in charge just splitting them up. Right hand just on the inside there, and down goes Simpson in the 5th round, and he's getting a count for it. It was a bit messy, but down he goes, and that will give Paul Appleby something to work on and strive for, and Simpson will be furious about it.
Yeah, he just seemed to lose his feet a bit when a punch landed from Appleby, and he is furious about that. He wasn't hurt, but a punch did land. That will have just lifted the confidence of Appleby, though.
Yeah, dancing around now, Paul Appleby, throwing in the left hook. Knows he can befuddle Simpson, who looks at his corner again. And after a very decent start, John Simpson suddenly finds out he's in a real fight.
Yeah, we walked onto a big left hook then as well. Simpson in his eagerness to get at Appleby.
The jab has just disappeared. Again, he glances at Danny Lee and Billy Nelson. A bit too static at the moment, Simpson.
Yeah, he needs to relax. You just move the shoulders a little bit and start getting the punches off.
Appleby just annoyed about a possible low blow there. He's got to get on with it. But the ability, many think the brightest prospect anywhere in Britain. Time to deliver, as if he can pull this off, it will be some win.